expounding some of the principles of the Tea Party of today, back in the 1960s.
You would have thought that that soundbite could have been written by Ronald Reagan.
Surely.
I mean, he's far more at home. JFK would seem to be far more at home with the Tea Party and Republicans than with today's Obama Democrats. There's two issues here. Number one, taxes. Taxes are at the very heart of economic policy. JFK cut taxes. He proposed the Tax Reduction Act, which was enacted after his death. He cut the top tax rate for individuals. He cut corporate tax rates. He cut taxes and set off a boom. Directly opposite of President Obama.
Stuart, tell people how high taxes were back then.
91% was the top tax rate in 1963. He proposed to reduce it, and it was reduced after his death.
It seems as though those on the wide left have come so far from that point, right? That when we hear that soundbite, do you think hearing that today will be a reminder to them and maybe inspire them to go back to that point?
I live in hope, Elizabeth.
Sure.
The left can be dragged back from the cliff which they're about to go over because they favor even more tax increases now. What they should be looking at is tax cuts, just like JFK back.
You know, it's just so amazing, too. His younger brother, Ted Kennedy, nothing like that at all. So you wonder what would have happened to him. And he's coming in on the heels of a Republican administration talking about cutting taxes off Eisenhower's years.
It's an extraordinary thing that they did.
The day he was killed, Kennedy was going to the Dallas Trade Mart to propose cutting personal and corporate income taxes. That was the prepared speech. You were in England 50 years ago today.
Yeah, I was. I was a young teenager, and I distinctly remember, just like most Americans remember, I remember I was watching television. The program was interrupted by a BBC newscaster who came on the air and simply said, "Shots have been fired at the president in Dallas, Texas." Then they went back to the original program.